Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if it's your first time. I am the Teal Empress, and before we begin, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe because that's how we grow. And y'all, this is going to be a collective energy reading going forth into Thursday is going to be when it is the moon cycle is going to be in Taurus, and it's also going to be the last lunar eclipse of the year. I think it's going to be for a few years, 2 years, I believe. And what's so important about this, y'all, is this lunar eclipse is going to be, in Taurus, in the Taurus energy. So what that means is, and that hasn't happened again since 2014. So I think it's important at this time too to maybe reflect back on what was happening for you in 2014, because there will be something that resonates there for you, collective. And as we go forth to enter this lunar cycle, it is all, like I said, it's going to be a very grounding energy. And Taurus is a fixed sign, just like Leo's a fixed sign. Sometimes they're stubborn. I mean, they're fixed. They're not movable. Once they have got their mindset, whatever, they're unmovable. Okay, so Taurus carries that energy as well. And even though Taurus energy is an earth energy, but this is going to be coming through there's a lot of fire behind this energy that's coming in for this lunar cycle. And when I ended the reading yesterday, I even said subconsciously, spiritually, that we would be going into the moon cycle of Aries, even though at the beginning, I said Taurus. So it just, and Aries is about a fire energy, not about, it is a fire energy collective. And it was one we just moved out of that cycle a couple seasons ago. And, Aries is about that leadership. So, which all this ties in together, okay? And why this is going to be so important, y'all, is because what decisions, what you plant, what harvest, what has happened, and what you have done within your four walls, it is going to be another cycle, another 2-year cycle that we're coming into. So, it's important that you've done the work and you make this right decisions just be coming up for you, whatever it is in your life, how this is going to resonate, whatever nouns that is for you, collective. Now, what I was instructed is not to, I'm not giving the Taurus energy reading for the lunar cycle yet because it's not there. But what Spirit wanted me to do is to, let you know what's coming forward so you can know what's going on and what kind of decisions got to be made, that it will go for a 2-year cycle. And also, Spirit wanted me to and we will do the cards when I'm through giving the channel message, and that will be to clarify what Spirit wants to bring forward. And what Spirit wants, how we're going to do that before I get into this. We're going to pull one from the Kipper, which is going to be the overall energy of whatever this Spirit wants to bring forward. Then we're going to pull from the Universal Celtic Tarot to get more clarity, and we're going to end with the Rebel deck, one from the Oracle, the Rebel deck, Unicorn, that I absolutely love. Okay, so, official person. What Spirit wants me to bring forward to you is, okay, we've been talking about the feminine and a masculine energy, and Spirit wants me to break it down even further for you so you can really see what's happening, because I read for y'all on numerous levels, and I usually stay pretty, well, high. But he wants me to break it down even more for you before we move into Taurus and the grounding energy, so that you can be clear on what's going on and make these right decisions moving forward. So with that, we talk about the divine feminine and divine masculine energy, and it can flip-flop, and this is energy, this is not sexual parts, right? So he wants me to reiterate that y'all got that clear. Okay, so go ahead and pull. So the overall, what this is going to be about, this is a high honor. This is 25, which equals 7. Completion of that cycle. Spirituality, time of rest, and respect, high honor. So, what Spirit wanted me to let you break down for you is, when we're talking about the process that the divine feminine energy has been going through, he wants me to break that down for you, how it really looks like in y'all's lives, and so you can continue to learn to read energy yourself and make wise decisions. So what that looks like is, so when the divine feminine was doing all this self-love, all right, we say, and holding space and doing the work, what that means is, for y'all collective, for us, what happened is, when there was a tower moment, so there was a breakdown, and this is then partnerships, families, careers, and what it was because the divine feminine had been, she had been corrupt, but she had started to rise. What that was is because, like, these narcissist empath relationships, it's not this unrequited, this feminine energy started seeing, once that tower happened, which was this home base happened, that was a big enough blow for the divine feminine. Okay, that was it, one big blow. But then once the divine feminine started healing from that, and what that looked like was, when she started healing, started cutting off boundaries, cutting off things that weren't serving her, things that were not given back, things that were taken from her, in whatever fashion that was. And a lot of y'all, that was many fashions. That was when that time moment happened for you. Spirit said that it was also you realized it wasn't. This has been happening for years. It's not just this one. This one was what was the catalyst for it, for you to open your eyes. Whatever that was, whether it was the virus, whatever this was the catalyst for you to see. But once you started, because this was such a big hit, you were almost like in zombie land, stuck, like did not know what to do. You could not see clearly. That's when you started, and no one was around to help you in whatever this area was, and you really had to heal yourself. So what that was you realized family, friends, everything that you had been given into. Okay, and this is for man and woman. If you're watching, this is for the collective, the higher vibration that's been doing. The work you've been doing is cutting off anything that was not equal give and take, that had been taken from you. And that was, a lot of y'all, that was everything. Yes, that was family, friends, work, anything and everything. And y'all went through, with the holding space part, Spirit said, was y'all went through that, and that process was alone. You had to learn how to, and that's why it was so important for the creative energy for the feminine, was because you had to rely on yourself. You realize that at the end of the day, that's why it's the great I am. And why it's so important to love yourself and put into yourself, because at the end of the day, I am that I am. You are that you are. Y'all have dropped attachments, ultimately. That's what the Divine Feminine has done. That's the Divine Feminine rising, holding space. That's that process she went through. And Spirit said with this Divine Masculine that's rising, that's the whole reason that Divine Masculine has been able to rise, is because even when not only did you do all these things, you did this for a process. It wasn't just for like, Spirit said, you made this ultimate change. It wasn't like, I'm going to stop doing this or cut this off or start adding this because it benefits me for, in your mind, you actually did it. And you continuously did it. That's what Spirit said. Spirit said He put you through so many tests when those times that you were lonely, but you didn't reach out for those old things. Those times that you didn't know how you were going to make those ends meet, but you put one foot in front of the other, and you didn't play the victim or beg, or you found a way, which was work, whatever that was that you had to. Then Spirit said when it was time for your health, you started, I see people, they're eating different, realizing there's just a massive detox on different levels. I mean, that could be for computer, internet, people, places, whatever, nouns, those words were. Y'all had done that. That was Divine Feminine Rising. And not only you have done it for a time, and now that y'all are brand new in this Divine Masculine Rising, what's important is the Divine Masculine Rising, it's almost like no one, Spirit said, this is brand new. And it's almost like there's no excuse, Spirit says. Like, for instance, he wants to break it down like this. When an addict heals, all right, and it is in an addict's nature to want to help someone else on their caliber, because that helps keep them clean, all right? The same thing with, even if you don't know how to be a good father, you don't know how to be a good husband, man, once you, like, research what would you think and know, start doing it, and it heals. Not only are you helping heal your family, but it heals yourself. Okay? So Spirit wants masculines to know that. There's no excuse because you didn't have it, or even with the female, that you didn't have it. You know what's right and wrong. And, well, how's that look like? I broke down. Okay. Sitting down, eating family meals together. Yeah, everybody works, goes to school, does their thing, has their independence. There should be that one time coming together. Also, like, okay, Spirit wants me to use this as an example. I was wanting to spend some time with my boys last night, and I don't watch TV. Like, I haven't watched TV in a couple of years, but because I wanted to, it was cold, and we could go out and stuff. I want to connect with them. I was like, well, let's find something to watch together. And back when I was growing up, we had like Blossom, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There was so many family shows, right? There was nothing. Like, I ended up watching, my kids turned me on to Squid Games. Can't lie, I absolutely loved it. But what the hell? Watch it. There was no family shows. It was fucking nuts. So that's the programming. So you had to start in the house, because the kids don't get it anywhere else. You watch a toothpaste commercial and it's all about sex. Every corner there's wine and spirits. There has to be. Spirit says the Divine Masculine means protecting the home, programming the home, clearing the programs from the home, by being there. That's it, being present. Being present is key for this next movement, this next cycle. Because what you show up for is what you're going to ultimately, it's not what you intend to do. Well, I wanted to. Spirit says what you have been showing up for over these last cycles is what the next cycle you're going to move into. So if you've been showing up for yourself, you've been showing up for your family, you're showing up for work, you've been showing up, and that's you're going to be gaining the great inheritance. That's what this is all about. And those who are been planting the seeds of tearing down what people have worked for years, acting out the violence, the thievery, and that's what Spirit says. You know, they've got us all, it's against race, which the opposite thing should be. It should be, if you're going to cut anybody off, it starts in the home. If there is, like the Ten Commandments, thievery, stealing, not wanting to help put in with them, cut that shit off. When you start cutting off and making people accountable in your four walls, start moving them out, let karma happen. Stop playing God ourselves, and then thus putting ourselves in the grace, Spirit said. That's the great judgment, is everyone having accountability for themselves. And so if you want to give it away and keep giving your energy away to leeches, that's the cycle you're going to continue on. Oh, okay. So, again, at the bottom, I just, another 7, masculine energy, handing out a letter. So Spirit wants to say, even though this is rough, this is a love letter that he's sending out. Alright. Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, angels and ancestors, what message do you want? Are you trying to get out for the collective? They need to know for the highest good, to maintain this empire of truth and security and hope and joy and wealth for all, that the abundance we're supposed to have as of right now. Spirit just wants to reiterate, he is tired of, well, the slaves have been set free. You've been set free. It is your choice if you continue to live in that. And what have you done of this last cycle where Spirit said he made you sit down, made you see, literally stop things. And so let's just see, hopefully, right there. So, 3 of Cups. This is all about, 3 of Cups is all about working together, relationships, celebration. Look at them weaving things together. This is on one pole. This is happy celebrations. Oh, look, everyone's got their own cup. Oh, now. Even though it's different colors, and then look what it just, and when you weave things together like that, you know, it's like, it's bound together. So binding these beautiful colors together, that's real family. Okay. Ace of Wands. So this is about a brand new beginning that Spirit's trying to give. It's like being handed this wand. And this wand, look at the top of it is crystals, many, many, many crystals that are so lit up. Crystals is all about information, ancient history. And this is me, so getting all this information and being, I mean, this is literally handed to you. And also on that, you see how that's bound together with that rope? That's because that's that feminine been bounding up, holding space and giving all this knowledge and handing it to the masculine energy to say, hey, what are you going to do with this? Then we got the Knight of Pentacles. Now this, look at this. It reminds me of that woman in the Game of Thrones. I loved her, the Road of the Dragons, but that is totally that energy. This is fierce, beautiful, strong. Yeah, and look at her dropping all the roses. The dragon is. So, this is this wise woman dropping, riding her dragon, dropping all these roses. Roses is about brand new beginnings, given to you. It's the rose of Christ. And it's being spread everywhere. Okay, and look, it's coming out over that smoke. So, like, the dragon's clearing the smoke and dropping, these roses all over her. And look, in the middle of that crop right there, that's an 8-ball sign. So, it's like 8-ball, it's the last ball, it's the light ball, it's the winning ball, the 8, Leo, infinity, courage, and then the 4 cups. This is that masculine energy. 4 cups about the home, and so he's sitting under in contentment, and so this is like being sitting under the tree of life, sitting there within yourself and gaining this knowledge as well, and holding it with both hands, masculine, grabbing this with both hands and realizing who you are. Like, this is the wizard, and look at the sign above it. I mean, this is, just realizing what the wizard that you are of your life, and receiving divine knowledge, and being given this new rose, this new beginning, to do something, and grabbing it with both hands. Because ultimately this is about the 10 of Cups. Both of them come together under that tree. And look, that tree is full of them cups. Oh my God. And look, they're just overflowing. 10 of Cups, this is obtaining it all. And I feel like, when, I don't remember if it's Abraham Watwin said, I'll give you as many kids as the sand or something like that. But this is like, because this twin flame, this union within yourself, our partnership, because there's many of them on the earth right now. That's why I've started doing my channel. This actual partnership coming together, and look at this inheritance for many generations to come. But what's so important, it's not only for the generation to come, it's for you right now who's done the work and done this. Because look, they're still in their prime years. But acting like teenagers on that tree. So, it's not over with. Masculine. It's like, it's 2 of Pentacles. This is that ancient knowledge that grandma, the 3, however that resonates for you, like, the wisdom, the feminine wisdom of a different generation, and this being balanced out. And her holding it out and looking for, like, she's already balanced it out, but the holding space. Because there's 3 of Cups coming. That's what it's all about. And about this high honor. This family tree, which is made of many different colors, coming together and binding together again. It's all about 7 and 10. 7 and 3 makes 10. Completion. So, clarify the message even more, what Spirit says. And we are going to leave All Collective with our Rebel Oracle deck. And I'm sending you so much love and light. I hope you hit that like button, because it helps my message get out, y'all. I hope you hit that share button, because it helps my channel grow and helps the message get out. And it's just being that equal energy exchange. Holy Spirit, for my collective. And I will be getting started on those Taurus lunar cycles soon. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Wow. And it says make better fucking choices. See, I just want to say, I use these to clarify to help show y'all that the message I get are correct, because it just amazes me too every time that Spirit completely clarifies it. So I just want to let you know that you can have that same wonder. Just take a little time to be quiet and listen. I love you, Collective.